ready as Garza comes into the pits.
Kevin Cogan is going to replace Tony Bettenhausen. Bettenhausen, as you can see, is totally exhausted. Let's go to Gary Lee.
Well, as you can see, Tony Bettenhausen has been totally overcome by the heat of driving here at Cleveland. A very hot, humid day. They're trying to get the driving suit off. They've almost packed him in ice down the back of the suit. They poured cold water on him, trying to revive the youngest son of the great Tony Bettenhausen Sr. So right now the Provimi VO car number 10 March is back in competition, but Kevin Cogan is now on board as the medical staff here at Cleveland continues to attend to the needs of Tony Bettenhausen.
And Kevin Cogan's car has apparently caught fire just as he was pulling out of the pits. It caught fire and he jumped out. The safety crew right there with the buckets of water that are provided this year for the crews. But Kevin Cogan with a very, very tense moment.
Kevin Cogan having what you might call a most unlucky day. Of course, when a day is hot like this, something else that happens when you refuel these cars is that the liquid and the moisture, that particularly the gasoline that is poured on there, it superheats. It superheats and it makes for a much more dangerous situation than normal. Roger Mears was getting ready to pull out of the pits just as Kevin was motoring down the pit lane, and that car right there, the Provimi Beal number 10, which Tony Bettenhausen Jr. had just gotten out of. So a very tense moment here in the pit area, almost to the midpoint of this race.
And here is Gary Lee once again in the pit area.
And this is the back of the shoulders of Kevin Cogan. You can see the burn marks on this driving suit where the suit was burned in the fire, but Kevin wasn't. Driving relief for Tony Bettenhausen. What happened?
I went about 10 feet and I thought it was getting really hot, and then I realized I was on fire and I wanted out.
And there's a hose coming from your helmet, and look at the hose. It's been melted away. The skirt around the bottom of the helmet. But obviously you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just inhaled a little flame, a little hot air, I think, and that's about it.
What'd you say? You're not going to drive relief again?
I'm going to think about it for a while.
Kevin Cogan's okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin Cogan's career as a relief driver didn't last very long.
No, Bob, it did about 10 feet. Comment about Kevin.